so we made it out to the property. This morning we wanted to get here for sunrise, and that did not happen, but we're not terribly far behind. The goal was to get here early to see what is moving across the land. We know there's a lot of deer here, bobcats, so we were hoping to see some of that this morning, but we slept in. So anyways, we'll try for another day. But yesterday we had a full day. Today we have a very full packed day of plans. But real quick about yesterday. Yesterday we were able to get a big tree off of the back of the barn. So the stall area had this huge tree that needed to be removed so that we could see what actually is going on with the stall in the back. Now that the tree is removed, we're going to do a little walkthrough, see if it's salvageable, if it's something that we can use. We do plan, or our plan was, and we hopefully it still is that we can put some animals back there. When I walked the property, I saw that stall and I was like, oh my gosh, I would love to put some goats back there, some sheep, something. So when we walk the stall, tell me your thoughts on it. Maybe we could use the stall for something different that I'm not considering yet. Or if it is something that we should use for animals, do y'all have any insight on sheep versus goats or any other animal? In our research, we initially were considering sheep, just for the fact that they graze the land the same as goats do, but they also have a resale value. So their meat and stuff seems to have some good value to it. So it's just kind of a thought that we're kicking around. Definitely open to suggestions. So let me know what you think once you see the stall. So, and then today, our big goal today is, it's pretty still today. There's very little wind, mostly none for the most part. We have some large brush piles that we had to push up in order to make trails to get into the property. So what we want to do today is take the tractor, push the land around it, like push everything up, get down to the dirt, and take those larger brush piles, cut them down, make them more manageable into some piles that we can burn today. We are pretty far off of the road, and access back here would be pretty difficult. So we want to make sure that our burn is something that we can manage. So we'll make some small piles, burn them today, and hopefully we can get pretty far along with that. And then the last goal for today is for y'all. A lot of you have been asking to see the pond. So there is a 4-acre pond on the property. It's kind of 2 ponds in one. One drains to the other one. And the other one right now is dry. And so in the past, people have used that pond for crawfishing, which is something that we are considering doing as well. But to get to the pond is pretty difficult. It's basically the same as all of this property that we're on right now that you can see. It's fully wooded. It's very difficult to get back there. But, and then once you do get to the pond, the vegetation around it is so tall. There's trees, shrubs, sticker bushes, all kinds of things like that. So it's pretty hard to get a good visual of the pond in its entirety, but I will do my best. I'm gonna get back there today. I'm gonna try to get some footage of it and show y'all. We did walk back there quickly yesterday just for a few minutes, and the pond is full of wood ducks. So super cool. I definitely want to catch that for y'all if I can. And yeah, so those are the plans for today. Follow along with us, see what we can get accomplished. So to continue with the theme of resourcefulness with the property, the items that are already here, I have said before, I kind of want to use stuff that's already here, not salvage what we can. So in doing that, I had cleaned up an area to get into the stall, and there were like tons and tons of these mason jars. And they're old and funky, and so I had absolutely no intention to bring them home, clean them, use them to put food in or anything like that. So I was just gonna chunk them. That was the easiest solution. That's what I planned to do. And then I got to thinking about it. Instead of throwing them away, I'm gonna actually use them. I'm gonna bring them home, clean them up real good, and then the field behind us, I plan to plant wildflowers in for next season. So people that could come take photos in the field. And I thought this would be such a cute thing to clean them up and then turn them into vases. So throw a little ribbon around the neck of it. I want to have an area where people can just take some clippings. So some clippings, throw them in their little vase, and then they can take them home. I thought that would be such a useful way to repurpose what's here. All right, so let's go check out the inside of the stall. All right, so it is about 4 o'clock this afternoon. We've been here since 8 o'clock this morning, and we have gotten so much done today. We were able to move a lot of appliances that were in the barn, but then also in the woods, hidden in the woods from the house that was pushed up. So we were able to get a lot of appliances moved, a lot of our brush piles burned up. I checked my messages a little bit ago. When I got on my phone, I saw that the parish issued a burn ban today. They did that about an hour ago. So today's gonna be the last day we can have a fire going for a while. So thank goodness we were able to get so much of it done today. But now I am like, hurry up and burn. I'm so anxious for that fire to burn itself out. It'll be out before we know it. And yeah, just another good day. We were able to get a lot accomplished. I feel really, really good about all the things that we've gotten done today. Things are looking up. Things are starting to look so much cleaner. We're able to access more areas in the on the property. So all is well. We were able to tear down the pig pen today, and Brian found some really cool, like an old waterer, like watering trough-ish kind of thing for the pigs. That's what it looks like it is. I don't know if it's homemade or not, but it's definitely not something that you see probably anymore. It's made of like heavy duty metal, which is what we're finding a lot throughout the property. Everything that has metal on it has this heavy gauge metal, super strong, durable. Brian just keeps saying over and over again, man, they don't use this kind of stuff anymore. So Brian used to build houses, and he just does a lot of piddling and stuff, so he knows that this is not something that you see much anymore. Now, as far as the wood, the wood's on its way out. Everything needs to be replaced, but the metal is going strong. So anyways, that was really cool to find those kind of things. I'm trying to think of what else we had going on today. I don't even know. It's been a full day. We're gonna stay out here a little bit longer because I would just feel so much better about having the fire burn down quite a bit more before we leave. But all in all, a wonderful day. Weather couldn't have been better. It's been great. Definitely got hot this afternoon in comparison to this morning, but doable. There's a nice breeze where there wasn't one this morning when we started the fire. which again is a little concerning to me. Brian assures me that everything's under control. So anyways, fingers crossed all goes well, fire goes out soon, and we can move on with our lives. We won't get to burn again until the parish lifts the burn ban, and I really don't know how long that'll be. It'll have to be quite a bit, several heavy rains come our way before they'll lift the ban. I don't blame them. Other parishes have already done it. We were the last one to get a burn ban in place, so makes sense. And we'll just play it by ear.